Yes, you can get on podcasts for free and relatively easily. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how. This is the same strategy I've used to speak for some of the biggest online business events in the world, and also to speak on dozens and dozens and almost nearly 100 podcasts now without spending a single dime. You'll be hearing about two different methods I use to get on podcasts as a guest that actually work so well. You'll be needing to completely clear your schedule because you're going to be on a lot of podcasts quite often if you follow the strategy I'm going to show you right now. These two methods I teach you are free. Yes, they cost you nothing, and they work about 80 to 90% of the time. Let's go. The first way and first strategy you're going to use to get on podcasts that have a few hundred to a few thousand to possibly hundreds of thousands of downloads and listeners and viewers. The first way you're going to do this is by using a podcast matching service. What this is a service that connects podcast hosts and podcast guests together. It is very efficient and quick, and it's like using Tinder, but for podcasting. If you take a look at my stats, which again, I've only completed 21 podcasts, I have an estimated around 25,000 listens to the podcast I've been on with over 300,000 social impressions, which is great for branding. Getting on podcasts like this is great for getting traffic, generating customers, generating attention to you, your profile, your influence, your brand, and so much more. So there will be a link somewhere in the description of this video to become a member of Podmatch, which is the first #1 recommended podcast matchmaking service I think you should definitely use, and also for matchmaker.fm. So podmatch.com, a link for both will be in the description of this video to walk you through and help you be able to, by the way, when you join these sites, it is effortless to set up your account and start matching with podcast owners and podcast shows very, very quickly. So literally it's so easy. All you have to do is every day you log into them, you go to your matches. Once you go to your matches and it loads up, you simply approve, say maybe later, or pass on the match with you. So all you have to do, if for some reason I decide, hey, I do want to be on this podcast, I click on message and I give them a brief little message. Hey, I saw we matched, would love to be a guest on your show. And that's it. You click send and you go through all 6 of these matches, and some of them will say yes and some of them will say no. If you make sure you have a very good, high-quality profile, a good profile on your Podmatch and Matchmaker.fm account, you are way more likely to get really good matches with great podcasts. And a great thing, too, is that you don't have to just rely on the matches you get. You can actually go ahead and search out for different podcasts, hosts, and guests that you can be on by going to the search function and finding these different hosts and podcasts to join, and so much more. It's a really easy and simple tool anyone can use. And my friend, there is one more method I use that is super, super easy, and it's completely free, no strings attached. It's a great method for getting on podcasts and shows, and also for speaking for events very, very easily. And it's something that's been done for decades, but no one does it, and no one does it personally. What is this super easy, super simple way you can make sure you get on speaking engagements, speak for conferences and events, and speak and be on podcasts? Email companies and email the podcast themselves. So for example, I just reached out to a MarTech Summit, and they said, thanks for reaching out. Give us some of your information and we'll let you know so we can get the ball rolling and get you speaking. All I emailed them, literally, all I emailed them was, hey, I saw you have an event, or hey, I saw, this is like almost literally my exact script I use. Hey, name, or hey, event, or hey, conference. I hope you're doing well, and I would love to potentially be a guest on your show, or insert, be a speaker for your event. Here's some more information about me. I would love to contribute to your event or contribute to your show. Just let me know when's a good time for us to chat or for us to talk about this more. That's it. That's how easy it is. I'll show you an example actually live right now. So you see right here the email I sent to the Money Mondays, which is a huge podcast. Here's what I sent to them. Hey, hope you're doing well, my friend. Saw the podcast. Love it. I'd like to see if you're open to potentially me being a guest and us collaborating. Here are some things I can bring to the table. Here's some resources I have. And here's where you can learn more about me. Let's collaborate and work together. That's it. That's all you have to do is email and reach out, and these podcast owners, these podcast guests, and these event coordinators and conferences will respond. They will get back to you. That's the thing, is everyone's scared of them saying no. If they say no, that's fine. Move on to the next one. Email the next one. For example, I literally go to their website, like affiliatesummit.com. I go to look, if they have a place where you can actually look where their speakers are. And there's a third. This one. Here's a third way to get on a podcast or to get on a speaking engagement. What you can do is reach out to Chameleon Show. Any past speaker or past guest on the podcast, reach out to them, my friend, and say, hey, I would love to also speak for or be on the podcast or speak at the event or conference you were at. I was wondering if you could possibly connect me to someone on this show or someone who's in charge of the conference. And most of the time, they will connect you, and you can do this on LinkedIn. You can do this through looking up their name on LinkedIn, Facebook, finding their email address, you name it. Most of the time, they're going to connect you because people online are a lot more friendly and enjoyable and great to work with than you imagine. So, my friend, these are the 2 ways you can get on podcasts, speak at conferences, and really, really, really be able to enable yourself to expand your brand, get more traffic, more customers, more attention to your brand, to your name, to your business, to your company, to whatever you are doing. You can have as well, most of the time for conferences and also for podcasts, you can get them to put in your link on their website or in their bio description of your episode you had together. This brings you traffic, this brings you customers, this brings you attention, people searching your name, people searching your company, and so much more. I'm telling you, do these 3 things. Number 1, go ahead and use Podmatch or use the matchmaker.fm service. There will be a link in the description for both. Number 2, make sure you are simply emailing and reaching out to conferences, to podcasts, and to podcast owners. Number 3, reach out to people who have been guests or speakers in the past for each of these different things. And this, my friend, I'm telling you, will land you on shows and will land you for speaking engagements because I've done it and it works nearly every single time. Thanks for watching, my friend. I hope you use these and I hope they help, and have an absolutely amazing day, my friend. Take care. And my friend, if you want to learn more about this and learn more how to generate leads, traffic, and growth for your business or for whatever you are promoting, whether you're an affiliate marketer, you're an entrepreneur, you're a freelancer, you have services you offer, you name it, just go to profitalize.com, Profitalize, profitalize.com, and go ahead and join our community and learn so much from us.